Hello students, we are getting ready to start a new chapter. This chapter is called Statistical Measures, and it is exactly what you think it means. It's statistics. So this would be like a math real world problem here, where it says a baseball team scored 9, 6, 8, 16, and 5 points in 5 games. Plot the scores on the number line. And when they mean by plot, this would be like a 9 here. We have a 6. We have an 8, 16, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. Now, when they say plot, that's part of what you're doing when you are accomplishing a statistical measure, or you're utilizing a specific unit to measure something that has to do with statistics. So in this particular chapter, we're going to talk about how are the mean, median, and mode helpful in describing data. Okay, how are the mean, median, and mode helpful in describing data? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this page here. We're going to talk about some vocabulary. Let me go ahead and make this go forward, see if it allows me to. There we go. So in this chapter, we're going to have the average. We'll have quartiles. We'll have interquartiles. We'll have a mean, the mean absolute deviation, the measure of center, the measures of variation, the median, the mode, outliers, quartiles, range, and statistical questions, and then the third quartiles. Okay, don't let all of this scare you. We are going to do these, take it step by step, totally clearing away from doing any formulas. In this case, there might be some slight formulas, but they're just slightly different than the shapes. In this case, they're a lot more fun, in my opinion. We will be using calculators, as if you haven't been using them already, and it will make the job easier here. So let's give you this little scenario here. When will you use this? That's what you're probably asking yourself. So I'm going to read this to you. Noah and Julie. This is called the baseball challenge. Julie, you know that the Cranes are the best team. Are you kidding? The Panthers are way better. Let's settle this by looking at the stats. Stats, again, students, are. Let me fix this, make sure it's nice. There we go. Stats are actually putting a bunch of numbers together. It's another short word. It's a short way of saying statistics. So let's settle this by looking at the stats. They don't lie. So you have to figure out how to put the stats together. Let's go ahead and go to the next part. See, Julie, at all of the Cranes' wins over the last 6 seasons. So these are the Cranes right here. These are their seasons. These are their wins. 2 different columns of numbers here that can be used for statistics. Well, what about the Panthers? Julie asked. Well, the Panthers, it appears they have 6 seasons, and it appears here are their wins in each column. Now, we can actually look at these right now, and we could probably say, well, the numbers, these have more 40s, these have 30s, but there's a 50, but we really can't figure out that average. So geez, they look pretty good too. So on average, who's the better team? Well, we're going to solve this in this chapter. Okay, students, I want to do a quick review with you because adding these numbers up is actually going to play into completing our mode, mean, and median. Okay, so in this case, they're all decimals. And we're looking at plus, 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 and you're just adding them up. Decimals, when you're adding, you line all the decimals up. You start here from the right and you carry over your numbers, and this is what we get. You're adding. So here, in this example, it says Michelle reads 56.5 pages of her book on Monday and Tuesday. So each Monday and Tuesday she reads 56.5 pages. If she reads the same amount of pages each day, how many pages did she average each day? Okay, so if she read the same amount of pages each day, how many? So you'll divide the total number of pages by the total number of days. So if you divide this twice, you get 28.25. Each day she read 28.25 pages per day. That is checking the average. That is part of statistical data, students. I'm going to pause it, and then I want you to go ahead and figure out the sum of these two here. Okay, students, I will go ahead and I'm going to add these numbers. Again, we're adding because we're just finding the sum. It's the answer to an addition problem. So you line up all of your decimals. I'm going to go ahead and put 6.20, 59, and this is 31. Then we have 11.11, and then we have 19.85. Again, we're just adding these numbers up. Okay, let me go ahead and put this right here. Let me get my calculator and we'll add those. Let me pause this. Okay, students, here is my calculator. We have 6.20 plus 31.59 plus 11.11 plus 19.85 equals 68.75 is my answer. 68.75. So now all I did was add the decimals up and line the decimals up and then add the numbers. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I really wanted to show you a trick, this is going to be part of what you're going to learn. Very easy. I'm going to go ahead and find the average of 60 of these total, 68.75. So basically what I do is I take these 4 and divide them, because you take the number of items you have and divide it into the total to find the average. Okay? So to find the average, and the average is also considered the mean, also known as, I'm trying to make this go up a little here, let's see, there we go, also known as the mean. Okay, also known as the mean. All right, put that there. And I'm going to take these and divide my 4 items into this total. So all I need to do is, because I already have 68.5, is divide it by 4 equals, so my mean of these 4 is 17.1875. So when you add all these up, the average is 68.75 is 17.1875. Very easy. Again, this is called the mean. You would be taking total of all items and dividing. Dividing by the number of items. So this is what it would actually look like, students. 6, 8, 7, 5, because we always know that this bar means you're dividing, divided by 4, because we have 4 items. It's going to be easy stuff. You're going to like this, students. Okay, students, you're going to do one more on your own, and I'm going to pause this, all right? So we have these 4 numbers: 22.69, 15.45, 9.87, and 26.79. We're finding the sum, so we're totaling all of these. I will pause it and give you a chance to add those up. And I want you to actually do the same thing that we did on this one, and I want you to go ahead and find the mean. Okay, this is the mean of this one. I want you to find the mean of these 4 numbers here. I'll pause it. Okay, students, we are back. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add these with the calculator. Chances are you probably did and found the mean. So let's see what answer you got, and I'll compare it to mine. 22.69 plus 15.45 plus 9.87 plus 26.79 equals 74.8. So my answer here is 74.8, and I'll say 0. Now I want to find my mean. By taking my mean, to find my mean, I go ahead and I divide 74. Let me fix this here. Get this clear here. There we go. 74.80. Okay, divided by how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have my numbers already here. Divided by 4 equals 18. So the average or mean is 18.7. That's pretty easy, students. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next to lesson 1 and introduce that.